Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mick Foley.
All righty, tonight on Robot Wars Extreme Warriors, we bring you the masters of metal mayhem. You may think you've seen some extreme, brutal, and merciless battles in your time, but believe me, the action starts here, because this is the Robot Wars Extreme Warriors World Championship. Tonight, we've gathered the world's most dangerous fighting machines on the planet. Robots from Belgium, from Holland, from Germany, South Africa, Italy, Switzerland, Sweden, Ireland, and the United Kingdom, and of course, the great US of A, led by Panzer Mark II, the reigning US champion. Tonight, they'll be fighting for pride, fighting for glory, and fighting to be recognized as the most brutal, most powerful, and most deadly battle robot in the world. So are you fired up and ready to riot? And if you're this pumped up, you can imagine what they're feeling like in the pits. Rebecca, what's going on down there?
Thanks, Mick. Things are really pumped up down here because we have the best robots from all corners of the world fighting for bragging rights. And I'm going to be bringing you all the news as we find out which nation is going to go all the way. Back up to you, Mick.
The only thing standing between our 16 robots and the title is each other. Oh, yeah, and those mechanical menaces, the merchants of doom, death, and destruction, the house robots.
You said a mouthful, Mick, and here's how the house bots are gonna line up today. First up, we've got Matilda. Matilda, the matriarch of mayhem, with her industrial strength hydraulic tusks that'll put just about any bot up into the air. And she's got an interchangeable rear weapon, either a chainsaw or a flywheel. Then there's Dead Metal with those pneumatically driven pincers and a circular saw turning over 3,000 RPM. And Shut with that deadly diamond edge axe with a blow of over ½ a ton per square inch. He might be the lightest of the house bots, but he's a heavyweight when it comes to damage. Sergeant Bash. This camouflaged armor-plated annihilator's got a propane-fueled flamethrower and some hydraulic pincers to do the dirty work. And Sir Kill-A-Lot is armed with a highly efficient rotating drill and a fearsome hydraulic cutting claw. In at 616 pounds, he's the big daddy of them all. And last but not least, Refbot. So that's how it looks, Mick.
If anyone gets out of line, those guys are going to make sparks fly and bots break. Starting off, we've got 16 global gladiators, 4 battles featuring 4 robots each, with the winners moving on to the semis. So let's meet our first set of sadistic cyberbots.
All right, Mick, here's how it lines up in Heat 1. Chaos 2 from the UK, Manta from the US of A, Mastiff from Italy, and Ansgar from Germany.
I'm here with Chaos 2, reigning UK champs. So I heard you guys are like celebrities in the UK.
That's right, we've run it for 2 years running now.
So tell me about your machine.
It's got a high-powered gas pad flipper on the front, very fast and manoeuvrable.
How do you think you're going to do for the title?
Must be a pretty good chance.
Oh, you're pretty confident?
Yeah.
All right, good luck to you. Next up are the Italian champs with the Mastiff. It's got a lifter, a couple of nasty spikes, but most of all, you guys have a message for the rest of the robots here.
Beware of the Mastiff!
Viva Italia! All right, this next team looks like they're from outer space. We have the Germans with Angska. How are you?
I'm fine, yeah.
Tell me about your weapon.
Yes, it's called Ansgar. We built it in Germany. We have changeable weapons, and today we use our high-speed spear.
Your high-speed spear, how does that work?
It shot up and down 300 times per minute.
That's a little frightening.
Yeah, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank God I am home finally, you guys. We got the Manta coming at you. How do you guys think you're going to do?
Well, I don't know. We're up against Chaos 2 in this melee. He's a really strong, powerful flipper, 2-time UK champ. So I don't know. We sit pretty low to the ground. So as long as he can't get under us, I think we'll be okay.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Man is coming at you, old chap.
Here we go. We're about ready to kick off for the World Championship. Heat 1 of Robot Wars. There's the UK reigning champ, Chaos 2. Chaos 2, in at 183 pounds, has got the strongest pneumatic-powered flipper that the UK has ever seen. Let's see if Chaos 2 can reign supreme. And here comes the great USA entrant, Manta. Manta, in at 185 pounds, has got a spinning steel blade. It's very fast, very powerful, and it won the Civil War Championships. And the Italian entrant, Mastiff. Mastiff, in at 187 pounds, has got a pneumatic lifter, but there's no way of getting him back on his feet again if he gets flipped over. And from Germany, Ansgar, a real alien entrant. Looks like it's from outer space. Ansgar's the lightest in the load of this heat, 163 pounds. It's got a lever and a lance for a weapon, but it's not very quick or maneuverable, so they better stay out of the way.
Stand by.
Well, they're coming up with the big guns first here in the housebot department. Sir Kill-A-Lot will be in there, joined by the ever-capable flame-throwing hands of Sergeant Bash. This ought to be a doozy.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And they're off. Refbot gets out of the way. Chaos 2 right into Mastiff from Italy. Flips Mastiff up on its side, but Mastiff gets a little help again from Chaos 2. And there's Manta backing Ansgar into the corner patrol zone. Meanwhile, Chaos 2 is flipping Mastiff up and over. Mastiff seems to come back on its wheels, but he's gone right into the pit trigger. Chaos 2 driven the Italian entrant Mastiff right into the pit trigger. It's Manta right underneath Ansgar, and Chaos 2 knows it's time for a bit of flippagio. That's Italian for flipping, I think. Chaos 2, the UK reigning champ, is about ready to put Mastiff down in the hole. Oh! Who would have ever believed Chaos 2 dropped himself in the hole? Mastiff from Italy with a little Italian sidestep put Chaos 2 down in the pits. And the U.S. entrant Manta drops Mastiff in it now. So Italy's down. U.S. concludes what the U.K. tried to do. And now it's Manta right up against the German entrant Ansgar. Ansgar up against the grinding wheel. Manta's laying back as if he could be immobilized. The German entrant, if they're immobilized, you know what that means. Only one can go through from this round, and only one's going to be left if Ansgar goes down. And that's going to be the good old US of A entrant, Manta. And the audience is begging for some barbecued bratwurst. And it looks like they might get it as Refbot does the count to 10. He's immobilized. He's out of there. Which means the good old US of A and Manta go through in Heat 1. Let's take a look at how they did it. First up, Chaos 2. The UK champs look dominating. We thought they were going to go all the way through to the final, but they only went through to the pit. Then Manta took charge, put out the Italians, and made sauerkraut out of the Germans.
A stunning upset in the first round of the World Championships. Guys, Chaos 2, two-time British defending champions, and you're out in the first round. Do you think maybe you were overconfident?
Definitely. I was trying to show off a bit by putting the other guy in the pit and misjudged it badly.
A victim of your own overexuberance, devastating defeat. And the German team, in the erste Kampf, die Kriegen, der Roboten, Sie sind aus, was hat passieren? Not bad, huh?
Our motor crashed. We can't start here.
Oh, the motor crashed, it's as simple as that. And to the Italian team, buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Okay, and now let's talk to Team Manta. Team Manta, obviously one of the favorites. How do you think your chances are in the next round?
Well, if our luck keeps going this way, we might actually have a chance at this.
I like your chances because you got guts, pride, and a lot of intestinal fortitude. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for all these great teams.
And the first of our semi-finalists, Manta, for the good old US of A, go through.
One robot marches on. Three march right on out. Their dreams are smashed and shattered just as they are themselves. but this is only the beginning, so stick around. We are back with our Robot Wars Extreme Warriors World Championship. Not the American, not the Intercontinental, a World Championship. One robot has moved on to the semis, but we've got 3 more extreme battles to go. Only bots with the brain, brawn, and backbone are gonna make it tonight. So let's rock this thing into action.
Here's the Heat 2 lineup. The U.S. have got Drillzilla, Holland in with Meat Machine, Sweden in with Whirlpool 70, and the U.K. with Firestorm 3.
Final touch-ups before the heat. We have the most feared robot here because they're representing the U.S., Drillzilla. Are you guys ready for this?
All we have to say is this. No matter what country these other bots are from, they're all going to end up as steaming hunks of metal strewn across the arena floor.
That's right. You watch out. U.S. is coming at ya. Next up is Firestorm, representing the U.K. So tell me about your weapon.
Well, the main weapon is the flipper itself. We're also quite quick and very maneuverable, so we should be in with a good chance.
Next up are the Swedes with the Big Soft, and I think they're here to clean up the competition because this is a high-powered pool cleaner.
Normally we clean a pool in about 2 hours, and here they want us to clean the arena in 5 minutes.
How are you going to do that?
Well, it's too tough, so I think we have to adapt it somehow.
These boys from the Netherlands do not mess around. Meat Machine, tell me about your weapon.
Well, it's a 40 centimeters long axle, big axe. It's really powerful, it's pneumatic, and it's gonna really kick butt.
And here we go for Heat 2. There's Whirlpool 70 for Sweden. Whirlpool 70 in at 220 pounds. He's got some beastie blades and some hammer and hooks on him, but he's vulnerable to any of those flippers out in the arena. There's the U.S. entrant, Drillzilla. Drillzilla's got feet, which means he's a walker, which means he can have twice the weight as any of the rest of these robots at 352 pounds. He's got a mean drill on the front and some steel jaws. And there's the Meat Machine from Holland. The Meat Machine is in at 216 pounds. He's got a good size to him and a lot of great features as far as protection. And he's got a mean pickaxe for a weapon. And there's the UK entrant, Firestorm 3. Firestorm 3, one of the top seeds from the UK champs. They're in at 220 pounds with a pneumatic flipping arm that does a lot of damage and a tried and tested wedge design.
Roboteer, stand by.
And the guys they want to stay the farthest away from will be Sir Kill-A-Lot and the flame-throwing capabilities of Sergeant Bash.
3, 2, 1, activate.
They're off. Drillzilla goes straight into Whirlpool 70, and Firestorm 3 goes straight into Drillzilla, who's pushing him into the corner patrol zone. It doesn't look like Firestorm 3's got the power to push Drillzilla up and over because Drillzilla's got all that weight, and the power tussle is on. Whirlpool 70 just trying to stay out of harm's way, it looks like. But Drillzilla and Firestorm 3 are doing most of the action here. Poor Swedish entrant Whirlpool 70 is stuck up against Sir Kill-A-Lot in the corner patrol zone as Firestorm 3 and Drillzilla fight it out to the death. But it looks like the death is what's going to happen to Whirlpool 70 if he doesn't get out of that corner. And Firestorm 3 flips over Meat Machine from Holland, and Drillzilla comes in for the cleanup. Look at that, tag team at its best. UK and US side by side to take out the Dutch team, Meat Machine, who's getting very close to the flames in that replay. Drillzilla off in the corner patrol zone, now having a little go with Firestorm 3, who's back up into the Whirlpool 70 boys, up on their side. Well, I don't think they anticipated that. As RevBot goes for the countdown, there's definitely an immobilized bot there from Holland. We're going to call that neat or maybe complete machine because they look all done as RevBot counts it out. The Swedish entrant gets flipped out into the arena, and they are toast. They're over with. Look at the airtime on that. Well, they better go back to cleaning pools because they sure ain't doing much in the Robot Wars Championships. As Drillzilla backs right up into Firestorm 3. Firestorm 3 is almost immobilized. Firestorm 3 up against the rails, but gets back into the side of Drillzilla. What an amazing tussle between these two. As Sir Killalot makes handy work of the Dutch entrant, Neat Machine. Drillzilla and Firestorm 3 right up on each other. The axe of the Neat Machine gets stuck into the arena floor as Drillzilla goes into the pit trigger and actually takes the trigger off. Firestorm 3 gets away with it, runs away. The countdown is down. If there's no clear winner, this one's going to go to the judges. Well, there's the judges trying to make up their mind. But meanwhile, let's take a look at the highlights of that battle. It was Drillzilla and Firestorm 3 dominating. The other two European entrants didn't have a chance. So let's go back down to Mick and find out what the judges think.
All right, we've got a decision in. And they're telling us from the USA, Drillzilla. Yeah. Now, Drillzilla, I've got to tell you, looks impenetrable to me. Do you guys have a weakness? And if so, are any of these world robots in the World Championship capable of exploiting it?
I'd say our biggest weakness was Firestorm, and we got over it, so we'll have to see what comes ahead in the next few battles.
Guys,
I think we can do it.
Congratulations. I look forward to a great semifinal matchup. Everybody, let's give it up for Drillzilla.
Well, the Stars and Stripes reign supreme here as Manta and Drillzilla go through to the semifinals.
Another bot brutalizes their way to the semifinals. The competition is heating up, but stay tuned for more major meltdowns and burning action when we come back. Tonight, there is no mercy. Tonight, nothing is going to stop these robots until one is crowned world champion. 6 bots have been crushed, 2 have moved on to the semis, and 8 newcomers are revving it up in the pits, ready to riot. We're about to see who's going to make it and who's going to break it.
All right, Mick, here it is in Heat 3. Razor from the UK, Flensburger Power from Germany, Dietor from Ireland, and the Revolutionist from the good old US of A.
Absolutely terrifying. This is the one to beat. Check out Razor. These boys mean business. They're experienced, reigning world champs. Tell us about the Razor.
It's really fast. It's very, very accurate. We'll be straight on them in no time. Straight there.
What do you think about the competition?
Yeah, we'll destroy them. We got 3,000 PSI oil pressure, developing 9 tons to go through anything.
You boys make me proud to be an American.
Thanks, Rebecca. We try to bring a little bit of 4th of July everywhere we go.
And you most certainly did. Some of the best dressing roboteers here. Tell us all about your weapons.
Well, we've got a 73-pound spinning shell that spins at 1,200 RPM. It's got hardened steel teeth that'll just rip the competition to pieces.
Next up are the boys that make my Irish eyes a smile. Representing Dietor with Ireland. What are your chances in this?
We're going to destroy them. There won't be 2 pieces of metal joined together when we finish.
Those are some pretty confident words. How do you plan on doing that?
We're going to get trashed.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to get trashed.
We'll be smashed, annihilated, destroyed. We'll be carrying it off in plastic bags.
Up now we have the Flensburger from Germany. So tell us about your robot.
Oh, we're tough and no one gets through.
No one gets through. Did you look at the U.S., your competition?
Yes, we look, and we think no one gets through.
Well, them sounds like fighting words from the Germans. We'll see how long they can get going there for. Here's the first entrant from Ireland, Dietor. Dietor looks pretty flammable at 205 pounds. With a 50cc engine, he's got a wedge and a scoop and real low ground clearance. And here's the German entrant, Flensburger Power, looking more like Sergeant Klink. The Flensburger boys in at 202 pounds. With an electric motor, it's got wheel cutters and a spear, but it's slower than molasses in January. And here's the baddest boy of them all, the world champ, Razor from the UK with the most beautiful design of any robot you've ever seen in this series. Razor in at 211 crushing pounds with a hydraulic pincer that's got 9 tons of pressure in it. They better stay away from this guy. And there's the U.S. entrant, the Revolutionist. The Revolutionist in at 207 spinning pounds with 4 electric motors, cutting teeth. You can't get near these guys.
Roboteers, stand by.
And the house spots in round 3 will be the ever-present Sir Kill-A-Lot. And this time, joining Sir Kill-A-Lot will be the matriarch of mayhem, Matilda, with her tusks and flywheels.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Razor off to a quick start there. Razor with a claw up, goes right after the Revolutionist. Flensburger Power is getting broadsided by Dietor from Ireland. Ireland up against Germany there, and oh, it looks like the Razor's got a bit of teeth stuck in the Revolutionist, but the Revolutionist gets away. Well, they got a lot of speed, and now they start to spin a bit. The Razor doesn't really know how to come after these guys. Dietor's pushed Flensburger right into the corner patrol zone, and Razor's got a hold of the Revolutionist, and he's gonna crush down with that mean power, and the Revolutionist can't get out of it. But Matilda comes in. Oh, Matilda gives the Revolutionist a reprieve as Rathbot counts down Flensburger, who seems to be out of there. And Dietor pushes Razor into the corner patrol zone now, but Razor's not having any of it. Razor's bringing Dietor, the Irish entrant, right near the flames. He's lifting Dietor up. The Razor, awesome power from the UK, torches the most flammable bot in this round. Matilda flips over Flensburger Power, makes Flensburger Power powerless. Look at that flywheel. It just tore him apart. And that is the end of this round. It's going to have to go to the judges. Let's take a look at some of the action from that heat. Flensburger Power was powerless from the beginning. The Razor and the Revolutionists were in a headlock, and Dietor got torched.
Okay, we've got a winner. Are you serious? In a shocking upset, it's the Revolutionists. Yes, I knew it. Guys, sorry, I'm just kidding. Obviously, from the UK, it's Razor. But first off, guys, you're kind of letting the US of A down, but to tell you the truth, Revolution have been very impressive, but had you ever seen anything like Razor before?
Oh, he took a bite out of us, and we almost made it through. It was a real close shave, but the Razor was a little too sharp for us.
You didn't almost make it through. This guy ate your lunch. I mean, you're trying to send a message to the USA, obviously going after the Revolutionists. Were you trying to send a message?
Yeah, I mean, we were a bit hungry there. You know, we haven't had any lunch yet, so
we're the current champs, and there's no way we're giving this title up easily. No way.
Okay, but I got to tell you, the other guys have come out here, they've been humble. You guys are looking a little overconfident now. We got a couple really good Americans going into the semifinals.
You know, we got the 9-ton Rams. Bring them on, bring them on.
Man, I don't really like you guys. I got to be honest, I'm going to be rooting against you when Robot Wars continues. That's 3 robots through as the wreckage of ruined robots builds up. There's only one place left. This is a last chance for a shot at glory.
That's right, Mick, and here's how it looks in Heat 4. Panzer Mark II from the U.S., Yerba Robo from South Africa, Philipper from Belgium, and Tornado from the UK.
Representing Belgium, the amazing fish, Philipper. Tell me about the Philipper.
4 weapons, 1 on the front and 1 on the back. And we have the self-righting mechanism.
This impressive machine is from South Africa. Let me get this right. Yerba Robo.
Yerba Robo.
All right. This looks like a lifter in the front?
Yeah, that's a conveyor lifter over here in the front, and we have a pickaxe at the back.
It's a pretty deadly pickaxe back there.
Yeah, we hope so.
Representing the UK here, Team Tornado. They bring their own special effects over here. Not a pretty machine, but a dangerous machine. Tell me about the Tornado.
We have 7 horsepower in our drivetrain, and we have 3.5 horsepower in our spinning disc weapon here. We're going to take out all comers.
How about the U.S.?
We're not afraid of the Americans.
You didn't look at the Panzer.
Yeah, we had a look, but, well, Panzer's going to be a pansy, I'm afraid. It's just going to be taken out. No problem.
All right, well, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Reigning U.S. champs, the Panzer Mark II. I've seen you in action. You guys are fantastic. What's your strategy?
Basically a little guerrilla warfare, try and do some hit and run. There's 3 other robots out there, so don't want to get stuck with anybody.
By the way, one of them is talking smack over there. They're saying that you are pansy.
Nah, I don't think that's true. That's the Tornado boys. We'll take a little wind out of them.
Ooh, okay, take us to the battles.
And there it is, the reigning U.S. champion, Panzer Mark II. Panzer Mark II might have a German name, but it's all American underneath. At 218 pounds, he's got a pneumatic flipper, and he's heavily armored. There's the UK entrant, Tornado. Tornado, after the fighter jet namesake, at 213 pounds, it's got a 2,000 RPM spinning disc, and no matter how you flip it, it's still gonna work. And here's the Belgian entry, Philipper, looking more like a nice piece of art than something that's gonna go and do some trashing. Philipper, at 220 pounds, is half fish, half robot, it looks like. It's got 2 lifting arms and a real mean outside casing. And there's the South African entrant, Yerba Robo. These first-time competitors to Extreme Warriors Robot Wars are in at 200 pounds with a pneumatic axe and a really durable outer shell. We'll see how they get on.
Roboteers, stand by.
And just to keep them clean, the house bots will be Sir Kill-A-Lot. And alongside Sir Kill-A-Lot, the awesome pounding power of dead metal.
3, 2, 1, activate.
There they go. Tornado off to a quick start. Going right after the Panzer, who goes right after himself. Straight into the wall, but now he gets it right. Comes around, and they're going head up. Tornado and Panzer. And the half-fish, half-toaster entrant from Belgium gets in the way. And the first casualty of this heat looks like the South Africans, Yerba Robo, were dead in their tracks. But the big fight here is Tornado up against Panzer, and it's a Tornado sandwich. Philipper and Panzer just teamed up there, making Tornado a bit of baloney. Panzer awesome with that flipping arm, trying to do the worst damage possible to Tornado and that UK team. But Tornado gets out of it, just luckily. Or does he? Panzer flipping Tornado, but Tornado can work on either side, so that's not going to work flipping him that way. He's going to have to get him up on his side or drop him down in the pit or something. Oh! Panzer almost hits the pit himself! Philipper just kind of trying to stay out of trouble, it looks like, as Refbot counts down the immobilized South African entrant, Yerba Robo. And then Yerba Robo takes a little flying leap across the arena. Looks like he landed right on top of Tornado. He did, look at that. And he encompassed both of the meanest traps in the arena, from the flipper to the flame. And this tussle between Tornado and Panzer continues on, but the Belgian fish toaster Philipper flips Panzer up on its back. This could be all over if they can't get back over again. A real upset. Who would have thought the Belgians would have come through with anything? Tornado's trying to do some more damage by pushing the fish toaster up on the flames, but it's not going to do any good. As Refbot counts down, the real upset here is Panzer. All that power, but upside down, it's useless. As Tornado drops the South Africans into it. Into the pit for South Africa. Tornado and Philipper are the last 2 left standing. This is going to have to go to the judges. But before that, let's take a look at that Robo beating. Tornado looked like they were the one that was going to get the heavy hand. And Panzer took a beating from the air. Then Panzer took a beating from everywhere.
Okay, we've got The judge's decision, they're telling us it's unanimous. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be the Tornado team from Great Britain. Tornado, you just kind of took things in your own hands, dominated.
Yeah, exactly. It was really difficult. Panzer are probably about the first people ever to have pushed us, so well done to them.
Folks, it's going to be a dogfight. The USA versus the UK when we return on Robot Wars Extreme Warriors. We started tonight with 16 of the world's toughest fighting machines on the planet. The battles were brutal, the damage devastating. 12 of them never made it out. They were the lucky ones, because now it gets serious.
Serious it is, Mick. In the semifinal number 1, after choosing straws, both American teams up against each other. Manta versus Drillzilla.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's Manta with Jeff Chesnick, Billy Bowden, and Chris Tyson at the controls. And Drillzilla with Dave and Bruce Hall and Chris Calloy up in the box. And to keep them fearful and out of the corners, Sir Kill-A-Lot. And alongside him, the ever-capable flame-throwing hands of Sergeant Bash.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Both of these guys very low to the ground. Drillzilla definitely with a weight advantage, and Drillzilla right into Manta. On the good side of Manta, staying away from that spinning flywheel. But Manta's got a little power of his own, trying to back Drillzilla into the corner patrol zone. And Sergeant Bash isn't going to let him get away with that. No siree. Drillzilla now up against Manta with Bash behind him. It's going to be a good tug-of-war here. Bash has got swept into the action here. Manta spinning around, trying to get the good side of Drillzilla, of which there is no good side. The audience is begging for the pit. The pit hasn't been triggered yet. Drillzilla's trying to back Manta into the trigger, and he's getting real close, but there's the pit signal. The pit is opening. Bash is going to help Drillzilla put Manta down in the hole, it looks like. There's Drillzilla. Oh, Manta's getting a little flambe action. As Drillzilla gets in the corner patrol zone, he doesn't want to be there. Drillzilla's lining him up, pushing him down. Manta's hanging on for dear life. But they are out of there, and Drillzilla goes through to the final. Look at that last teetering effort by Manta to hang on, but it was no good. Drillzilla goes through.
Great match, you guys. Great match. Thanks. It's good.
Guys, first off, congratulations. You're on to the finals.
We're ready.
Do you have a preference about who you face of the UK teams?
Well, it's between Tornado and Razor. They both look pretty tough, but we're ready. We'll have different strategies for each one, of course, which we probably won't share.
I happen to think that keeping secrets isn't very polite, but that's up to you guys. And look, best of luck as the USA takes on the UK in what's bound to be a thrilling finale right here. Robot Wars Extreme Warriors, the World Championship. Yeah!
All right, Mick, here's how it looks for the second semifinal. It's the Battle of Britain, Razor versus Tornado.
Roboteers, stand by.
And the house bots in this second semi will be Sergeant Bash. And joining Sergeant Bash, first time tonight, Shunt.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And there's good design against lower center of gravity. Let's see who's going to win over on this. Razor has got that mean pincer. He's got right into the side of Tornado. This one could be over before it started. Razor pushing Tornado right back into the corner patrol zone. He looks like he's going to go for one of those tires and give him a little flat to think about. Razor, 9 tons of pressure going down into the side of Tornado, but doesn't seem to grab anything that's going to immobilize him. Tornado gets out of that headlock once, but back into it again. Razor right down to the side of Tornado's pick. Tornado up this time. Right through the plexiglass. Tornado up, but definitely not out. Tornado gets away with it again. Well, that Tornado team seems to have some really good driving capabilities, because they should have been dead a long time ago. With the Razor's pinching power. Razor's back into the side of Tornado again. Let's see if we can get some electronics. But, oh, he backs him into the pit trigger. The pit's open enough, and Razor's got a full clamp on him. A full Nelson on Tornado, knocking the wind out of him. Razor slicing and dicing. The crowd knows what time it is, but does Tornado? I don't think so. Tornado gets away with a reprieve. And Razor's just going to try to get back down inside him again, pick him up and put him away. Razor right down to the side of Tornado again. He's going to try to just put him away, give him no opportunity. But it could go either way right here with a weight of Tornado on the front of that hook. It could put Razor in just as easily. The audience doesn't care as long as somebody goes down. Who's it going to be? Tornado hanging on for dear life. Razor precariously close to the edge. It could be either way here, even though it looks like Tornado's immobilized. Razor could go down just as easily, but no. What an amazing job by Razor. Team Razor ought to be happy about that one. And good sportsmanship by the Tornado boys as Razor takes a bow.
Whoa! Man, that was impressive, and the big question now is, can anyone stand up to the team of Razor, defending world champion? We're going to find out right now. We're going to talk to both these great teams of the semifinal. Come on out now, guys. All right. What's up? Congratulations. Your team put up a great effort. And guys, now I know why people look at car wrecks. You just kind of turned their team into like a high-tech can of Alpo as you just consistently open them up. Now in the finals, you'll face a very similar team in Drillzilla. Up till now, Drillzilla's shown no weaknesses, but I got to admit, I mean, it seems that you would have to be the odds-on favorite, being that you are defending world champions.
We will give it our absolute best. Ian's a superb driver. The weapon's immensely powerful.
It's going to be ugly. It's going to be intense. It's going to be a tremendous finals on Robot Wars Extreme Warriors, the championship of the world. If you're looking for destruction on a scale you've only imagined your worst nightmares, and you don't have time to read both my books, then, my friend, you're in the right place. Yes, folks, it's time for the big one. Two robots are about to fight in the granddaddy of them all, the Super Bowl of brutality, the Stanley Cup of carnage, and the World Series of slaughter. It's time for the World Championship finale.
And here's how it lines up, Mick. In the final, Drillzilla from the United States of America versus the reigning world champ from the UK, Razor.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's Drillzilla with Dave and Bruce Hall and Chris Kalai. And Razor with Ian Lewis, Simon Scott, and Vinny Blood. And joining them in this World Championship final will be Sir Kill-A-Lot and the other housebot, last but not least, Sergeant Bash.
3, 2, 1. Active.
Can Drillzilla be the first American world champion up against the reigning world champion from the UK, Razor? I don't know. It looks a little doubtful now as Razor goes pushing Drillzilla right back into the corner patrol zone. Razor's found the Achilles heel of Drillzilla right into one of the walking arms of Drillzilla, which is the only power it's really got. Drillzilla can be helpless if it doesn't get out of this one. Razor with that mean tusk right down into the side of Drillzilla. And Drillzilla looks like it's going to get away. Yes, it's got one leg working right now. It looks like the other legs, but he's away. He's free again. Drillzilla has a chance for the U.S. to come in there and do some damage on Razor. All he needs to do is find a weak spot on Razor. Well, there doesn't seem to be too many of them, as Razor pushes Drillzilla back into the corner patrol zone, and Kill-A-Lot gets into the action with his pincers. Uh-oh, that could be it. The Jaws of Life will be turned into the Jaws of Death if they get inside Drillzilla's walking mechanism. But it looks like Razor doesn't need any help at all. But Drillzilla gets out of it again. Wow, the comeback kid seems to get out of trouble just when you think he's down, and he's not going to get any more punishment. He gets right out of it and comes back for some more. Razor again with that tusk. Drillzilla's just not having any luck with its weaponry at all. Drillzilla doing its best to stay out of trouble, but this could be all over. In this final, it's up to RefBot to do the countdown, and if there's no clear winner, then it'll be up to the judges to decide as RefBot counts down to 10. It's all over. Who's it gonna be? Wow, the U.S. was taking a beating there. They didn't really have any weaponry, but they did stay alive. But Razor looking awesome as it pirouettes. Just look at the power of that thing drop down into Drillzilla. Razor was just dominating on the offense all the way through this final battle of the World Championships.
We've got to judge a decision, and it comes as no surprise that this year's Robot Wars Extreme Warriors World Championship comes to, from the United Kingdom, the team of Razor. I know you guys have to be disappointed. It's the first time I've seen you guys show any sign of weakness. Looked to me like in the beginning you were trying to avoid the claw, maybe making an attack on its flank, and just happened to get caught.
We worked real hard to stay out of that clamp, and we managed to get out many times, but you know, we just couldn't get to the side.
Just couldn't get the offense in. I guess that's a credit to you guys. When that claw sinks in, it kind of looks like a vampire just sucking the juice out of its victim.
We sort of joked with each other 4 years ago. We said we were going to build the most powerful robot in Robot Wars, weapon-wise.
And I think you've been
successful. We've done it.
And now let me bring out the most powerful presenter in Robot Wars history, Miss Rebecca Grant, to present the championship trophy.
I'd like to congratulate Razor.
For Rebecca Grant, this is Mick Foley saying, until we meet again, fight on.